Hi cuties! I hope you guys are doing so well. So I have a bunch of new nail supplies here that I've been wanting to try, but I just haven't found an opportunity. So I figured that we would just try all of them in one video. And I really want to do like a full set of extra long stiletto, like bad biatch kawaii nails, if you know what I'm saying, because I really miss just having like a full set of long stiletto nails. So yeah, that's the plan for today. I have some really cool new stuff from Vetsy, a couple sets of gel polishes from Sweetie Nail Supply, which are Korean gel polishes, and then a new stamping plate from Maniology. So let's get into it, shall we? Okay, first let's get into this, because this is probably one of the things I'm most excited about. So cutely packaged. I'm definitely saving this bubble wrap. Oh my goodness, even like a leather cord? What? I don't want to cut it because I could definitely like use this cord to make some jewelry or something. I love leather cord bracelets and necklaces. This is so exciting! So as you can see, this is Vetsy's new magnetic nail swatch book. One of you guys told me about this and I was looking into it when they actually reached out and wanted to send it to me. So yeah, they did gift this to me and I'm very thankful because it is a little bit expensive, but I'm gonna try it out for you guys and we're gonna find out if it's worth it and if it's something that you guys would like to buy or not. But yeah, if you do end up wanting to purchase anything off of Vetsy, I do have a discount code with them. It's just ANN20 and that will get you 20% off of anything that you order there. But yeah, let's open this up. So it comes with like some number stickers that you can, I guess, like label the colors with if you need to. Okay, this is so awesome. I'm so excited about this. So it comes with these little these like color nail swatches already that magnetize into the book. And it's a binder, so you can like take out the pages and then like switch them out if you want to. Maybe if you're a nail tech and you like have autumn colors that you want to switch in, or then when it's autumn's over you want to switch to your winter colors. Some of these have like 2 swatches on one little magnet, which is interesting. So I guess you could fit 2 layers of swatches if you needed to. But does this come off? Oh shoot, no, it does not come off. Wait, does it? I'm kind of confused. I can't tell if I just broke it or not. Okay, I think I just kind of tried I think I kind of broke it a little bit trying to take this part off of like this back piece, because it kind of looks like this part could come off. Am I wrong? Like it kind of looks like that, but yeah. Learn from me. Don't do that to your own. Don't break it. But yeah, look at all of the room for swatches in here. You can buy packages of like refills of these on Vetsy as well. You guys, I feel like this is something that I have been missing in my life because I do so many gel polish swatches, just like making videos and testing out new supplies all the time. And my swatches always get so disorganized. Honestly, I don't even know where half of them are. So this is going to make seeing all my colors so much easier, and this is amazing. I am so excited about this. Yeah, it's very nice. So yeah, we will definitely be using this today. Also from Vetsy, they sent me their Cushion Ombre Art Gel with the Sponge Ombre Pen Set, which I believe that these gel pots are supposed to make it super easy to do like the airbrush effect with gel polish, which I'm really excited about because I feel like every time I want to try to achieve that effect, it's always a little bit hard for me. So I tend to not use that effect in my nail art. So hopefully this will make it a lot easier. So we have white, red, snow, black, star, and aura. Or aurora. Ooh. Okay, so when you open them up, I think, is this... Okay. Ooh, it's like a very thick consistency. Do you see how like that peak from whatever tube they like piped out the gel from is still standing, and these have been sitting in this box for probably a few months. So yeah, this is like a cushiony net type of thing. And then you use the sponge with this tool to like pat down and get that like thick gel on the sponge, and then it makes the like airbrush or blush effect really nicely apparently. But of course we're gonna try it out to find out how it works. These little pots are also so cute. All right, and then you have the sponge ombre pen set. Which is what you're gonna need to actually use the cushion ombre art gel. So it comes with like this little tool. It's like a little grabber thingy. You just grab these cute little cubes like that. I don't know why that's so satisfying to me. And of course we're gonna use our new swatches in our swatch book to test this out. So we're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the surface of these swatches is matte, so you don't have to worry about like putting a base coat or prepping them or anything so that the gel doesn't peel off of them after a while. So that's really nice. I'm thinking for these Aurora ones though, maybe I should do like a layer of a color or a layer of white first before. Okay, actually we're just gonna try without a layer of a different color first. So I've got my sponge. I'm just gonna like press it down like that. That's really satisfying. I don't know why. That's so cool. And then I'm just gonna like pat it around in the center. Ooh, that does make it so easy to get the ombre effect. Wow, that does make it so easy to get like the airbrush effect. That looks so good. Imagine doing this with like some cute little stencils. Of course I got like a piece of lint in it. Cute! And then it is gel polish, so I'm gonna cure it. Yes! I'm so excited about this. This is so easy. I think I am going to need to use a different sponge for every color though, which is kind of unfortunate for swatching them, but it's okay. Maybe I'm gonna save the sponges so that when I do the actual nail art, I can just reuse the same sponge that I used before. I'm just gonna continue to do the rest of these without a base color, because I think you can still like see the true color and stuff. And I'll try to show you guys each of them on the white background so you can like see the actual color. But yeah, so far this is so much easier than like using a matte top coat and then using eyeshadow to try to do it, or like pigment powders, or like actually getting out the whole airbrush and the paints and like having to clean out the airbrush between each color and everything. Like I can never get myself to do that every time, because if I just want to do like one quick little detail with an airbrush, like I don't want to have to get out my whole airbrush and everything and like clean it and make sure it's good and get the right amount of pressure and everything. It's just a lot of work. Okay, so here's all of the cushion ombre art gels from Betsy. I really, really, really love this idea. I feel like it worked so well. The only thing that I kind of wish was that instead of giving us these like glittery ones, that there would have been more solid colors, like maybe a pink and a purple and a green, or a blue, because I feel like the solid colors show up really well. Obviously the glittery ones would show up better on maybe a darker background. You can kind of see it when I move it onto the black. I feel like the glittery ones are very, very subtle. But yeah, I'm really excited to use these. And then I guess you would put the label for the colors down here. And then that's when you could use these. Or you could just like write your own labels or something. The only thing that I wonder about this swatch book is if these magnets would affect cat eye gels if you're trying to swatch them. I feel like they're far enough away that they might not. But yeah, that's definitely something that I'm gonna have to try out. All right, next let's get into the Made collection by the Favori. Production in Tokyo, and then I don't know if these are like the ingredients or whatever, but if you want to take like a screenshot and pop it into Google Translate, there's that. Also, I just want to mention, I don't know why I'm feeling like so scatterbrained and anxious today, so if that is translating through this video, I apologize about that. But you know, I have my good days and my bad days. Today just happens to be a little bit of a rougher day for my anxiety, so yeah, but that's okay because we are going to do some awesome nails and everything is gonna be a-okay. Woo! This is so fancy. The Favori is a mood narrative gel nail brand that the nuanced color covers a subtle feeling of mystery, natural sense of the basic. I feel like that's something that probably sounded really good in either Japanese or Korean because these are made in Tokyo. So I guess, is this the swatch card? I'm not sure. Maybe this is the swatch card? Maybe you could swatch them on either one. But yeah, I get these two little cards, and then here are the gel pots. So let's just pop these all out. And then I don't think there's anything under here, but we will check. I feel like there's multiple layers to this box. It's like a little contraption. So if I remember correctly, these are like a really thick, kind of solid, like almost 3D nail art gel. Oh yeah, look at that. Super thick. You can still see the peak. I love that. I love when you can still see the peak like that. For some reason, I really want to like poke it with my finger, but of course I'm not going to do that. But yeah, so satisfying. But yeah, I do also have a code for Sweetie Nail Supply. It's just Ann10, and that will get you 10% off of everything there. If you decide that having one of these products that I use from there would make you really happy, then make sure to get your discount. These gels so far kind of remind me of the like oil painting gels from Devok. Like they keep their texture, and I don't think they're meant to be used for line art or anything like that. They seem like they're meant to be used to have texture, like actual like oil paint or acrylic paint, except I do wish that they were a bit more opaque because they are a little bit more transparent and like almost jelly when you put them down, and it's kind of hard to layer the color on top of each other. I've definitely never used any other gel polish product with this same kind of like soft but kind of still like textury consistency before. These colors are so beautiful and like fluorescent and vibrant. Oh, they're perfect. Honestly, looking at the colors on the pots, I do not think that you would immediately know that this is how bright and like neon that they are, but they're so pretty. And these are going to be perfect for the nail set that I have in mind today. So I'm sure that I'll be able to find a way that we can incorporate them. But yeah, these are super unique. Love them. And here's what they look like against the black background. You can tell even more how like bright and fluorescent a lot of them are. The only ones that aren't very bright are these two, but these are so bright and beautiful. Oh my goodness. Another thing that I'm realizing that I love about this like swatch book too is that you can go back and rearrange your swatches if you need to super easily. I am actually in love with this book, you guys. I love this so much. I love it so much. I don't think I'm ever gonna go back to doing swatches any other way, to be honest. And then also from Sweetie Nail Supply, I have these new glitter gel polishes from Salt Recipe, which I've never heard of before, but I'm really excited to test these out. Here's some of the information on the back of the box, which of course is all in Korean because these are Korean products, but you can Google Translate it if you would like. It's a very cute little bottle. Oh my goodness. The glitter heaven that is inside this bottle. It just awakened something deep inside of me. That glitter usually tends to do. Oh my goodness, this is so pretty. Okay. Let's swatch all of these. Let's get swatching. The texture of these gel polishes is like very sticky and chunky with glitter, which I found for glitter gel polishes is definitely the best if you want like a full coverage of glitter, because I've found that glitter gel polishes that are a bit thinner and not as like sticky and chunky, but that level out really nicely, the glitter tends to not evenly cover the nail. Like as you brush on the gel polish, the glitter tends to like get wiped off by the brush, if you know what I mean. But this one, since it's like so sticky and chunky, the glitter really sticks to the nail, and it might just like take a little bit longer for it to like level out, or you might just need to apply like a thicker top coat if you want like a super nice like leveled surface. But I do definitely prefer when glitter gel polishes are like this sticky chunky consistency because I like a lot of glitter. These are so pretty. Hopefully you guys could tell, like when I was doing the swatches, I was trying to show you guys what they look like when they're a little bit blurred as well, because I feel like you can really see all of the different reflections and colors of the glitter when there's a little bit of a blur. But yeah, these are so nice. They're reminding me of the December collection by Divock, which the bottles of those look like this. I've used them a few times because I really love them. But actually, I think I like these ones a little bit more, just specifically like the consistency and the size of the glitter. I feel like it's a lot easier to use than the Divock December collection one, because that one, the glitter was super chunky and I had to kind of like go in with a little brush or a little wooden cuticle pusher and literally like push around the individual glitters to cover the nail completely with the Divock collection. But these ones, like the glitter spreads out and stays over the whole nail so nicely. And if you've ever used a glitter gel polish where you're trying to like cover the entire nail with the glitter, but it's just like not working out, hopefully you understand what I'm saying. But yeah, I really love these. And here's what they look like with the black background as well. So I love these kind of just like clear gel polishes with glitter in them because they're super nice for if you have like a color gel polish that you really like, but you want it to be glittery. You can just put a layer of a clear glitter gel polish on top and boom, it's glittery. So there are all of the new gel polishes for now. We have like the ombre cushion ones, the Favori Made collection, and then the Salt Recipe glitter gels. I think I'm gonna have to go through like all of my gel polishes, at least the ones that are behind me when I film, and I'm gonna have to like swatch them and put them in here because this just makes it so easy to see which colors you have. It's insane. I love this book so much. I think this book and the cushion gels and the glitter are the things that I'm most excited about, which is basically all of them. I'm also super excited about these gel polishes that are like super neon and bright. I'm just a little stuck on how I'm gonna use them, but the colors themselves are so beautiful. I'm sure that we will find a way to incorporate them. The last thing that I have to try out today is this new stamping plate and stickers and stamper from Maniology, which they also did kindly send to me, and I am an affiliate for Maniology, and you can use my code ANN10 to get 10% off on your order if you are planning to order anything from there. Ooh, this stamping plate is so cute. It's like a very like tropical orchids, like summery vibes stamping set, which I'm very glad that I'm opening this and using it before summer is officially over. And this blue film does come off. Sheesh. That is so satisfying. That is always the most satisfying thing. Oh my goodness. A lot of these like bigger designs I'm pretty sure are meant for like shorter nails, because if you do like extra long nails it's not going to obviously fit, but you can just like double stamp and repeat it. My favorite ones are these little individual stamps. I feel like I can get a lot of use out of those because most of the nails that I do are super long. And then there's also these cute little tropical fruit stickers that go really well with that theme. And then we have a stamper, which I can always use more of because if y'all have seen my videos and you probably know I'm like the queen of ruining my stampers. But all right, that didn't really work out how I was hoping it would. Very nice, clean, brand new stamper. I'm not going to test them out right now, but I probably will incorporate some of these stamps into the nail design that I'm going to do because, like I said, I want to do kind of like a really bright, kind of like trashy Y2K slash like really vibrant neon colors and like maybe like Hello Kitty and Kuromi and like zebra print, maybe some like cheetah print or like leopard print. And then I think a couple of these like tropical flower stamps would be really cute and go with the theme as well, because I want this set to be like bright and neon in like a more grungy way, because I'm trying to kind of transition into the, you know, spooky vibes season, if you couldn't tell already. But yeah, so that is all of the nail supplies that I wanted to just like unbox and test out today, because I've been holding on to it for a while and I just really wanted to try all of it. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that little haul, unboxing, swatching, whatever, with just random stuff that I've been holding on to and looking for an opportunity to use for a while. I'm really happy that I finally got to dig into all of it because I am so excited about some of these things. So I'm really excited to try out some of these nail supplies on an actual set of nails. So let's go do my nails now. As you can see, I need a full set of nails because yeah, if you couldn't tell, I had like a minor setback on this hand with like my cozy cocoon method and my nail growth journey. This nail, when I took off my acrylic set with, I tried not using like an oil to try to help me remove the nails at first, and the hard gel ended up popping off with the acrylic, and it also took like the free edge of my nail with it. So I just decided to file down these nails a little bit, and I just wanted them to all look cohesive. But yeah, I do have my hard gel cocoon on there, so let's go do a set of nails, shall we? Let's go. So since it worked so well the first time that I tried it, when I used the dual forms with the acrylic. That's what I'm gonna be doing today. And kind of technically, this is also like a new nail supplies that I haven't really used too much yet. And it's these Morovan acrylic powders. And they're all like these very bright sort of like fluorescent neon colors. So I definitely want to use these because I think I either want to go for like a green and pink colorway or a green and purple colorway. The first thing I'm actually going to do is swatch the pinks and the purple and the green of these, which most of them I haven't even opened yet, so that we can just like figure out which ones I want to use. So I have my cute little heart bow dappin dish. I love this so much. And as usual, I'm going to be using my Kira Sky EMA monomer. When it comes to things like monomer, I don't really like to use things from like Temu or AliExpress and stuff like that, because monomer is like such a like very chemically and smelly product. So I just like to stick to the professional brands. I'm just gonna swatch these on this little lint-free nail wipe because it's like the only white surface that I have right now. I was really hoping that the purple would be a bit brighter because I really want to use like neon colors for this one. And I feel like the brightest ones are definitely the pinks. So I'm thinking maybe I should just do the entire set with the pink. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do pink and green. So that was this one and this green. So for the dual forms, I'm going to use these stiletto ones, and if you didn't see the video where I did acrylic with dual forms the first time, this set of dual forms is really cool because it includes all of these different shapes in this one box, and then dual forms are reusable, so there's enough to do a full set, and then you can just like reuse them over and over again. But yeah, I'm just going to get these all sized out really quick, and I'm going to size them out just a little bit bigger than I would regular full cover tips because there needs to be room for the acrylic underneath, because dual forms do pop off after. So I sized out one handful of nails, although I'm pretty sure that I will do a full set today. I don't know, sometimes the plan changes. As I get working, I realize that it's going to be a lot of work, and then I decide to only do one hand, but I really do want to do 2 hands of nails today. So yeah, before we do that though, I'm going to put on my peel off base coat that I've been using with my Cozy Cocoon method, which is basically just to keep a hard gel manicure on my nails at all times so that they can grow out, and it's been working really, really nicely. The last time that I tried doing this with the acrylic, it worked really, really well, surprisingly. So I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do the acrylic the same way that I did last time, which is to start by putting a thin layer of it on my nail before I do the dual form, just to like make sure that my entire natural nail is covered with the acrylic, because I don't want any of like the natural nail color popping through if I go to put the dual form on and some of it like squeezes out, you know what I mean? I'm just going to make sure to keep this layer really thin. And now that I've got that thin layer on there, I'm going to start putting the acrylic inside of the dual form. And I'm going to start from like the tip of the dual form and make my way down to the nail bed area. I'm going to make sure to keep it really thin by the nail bed area until I'm ready to pop it onto my nail. Now that I'm ready to put it on my nail, I'm going to get a little bit of a bigger bead and put it on the nail bed area. Kind of just like when putting on a full cover tip, honestly. Just we're using acrylic instead of gel. And I'm going to pop it on my nail. And then clean up like the underside and the edges before it fully sets. And definitely make sure it's straight before it's fully set. Okay, that's looking really good. So I think I'm gonna wait until I have all of them on to start popping the forms off. Also, I'm sorry if you can hear like water noises from outside. I think my mom is watering the plants and it's really hot outside and I'm using monomer, so I'm keeping my window open. Yeah, I'm gonna try not to talk too much while she's watering the plants. But for the colors of the acrylic, I'm going to alternate between the pink and the green. Doing a layer of the acrylic on the nail bed before going in with the dual form also makes it a lot easier because then you don't have to worry about putting the dual form super close to your cuticle. Since there's already like acrylic on your nail bed and by your cuticle, you can just like file it to look more smooth and natural whenever you pop the dual form off. Using dual forms with acrylic is going to help me get so much use out of my acrylics. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that I finally tried it. And I have some really cool claw dual forms that I need to try soon. But let me know if you guys have like any good ideas for how I can use the claw dual forms for like a Halloween look. Because otherwise I'll probably just do like some basic creepy ass looking nails. Okay, time for the most satisfying part. Ooh, that is so good! And this can easily be cleaned up with my file. I love this so much. This has to be one of the most satisfying ways to do acrylic, or like your nails in general, to be honest. Oh, shoot. The end of this one was still kind of... Uh-oh. Just gonna let it set fully. Dang it, I did the other hand and I forgot to press record when I was taking off the dual forms for these first two, but at least you guys can see the satisfaction of the last three. All right, I think that's a really nice shape. Hopefully the dual form like structure and apex and stuff is strong enough. They do look a little bit thin on some of them, but I really don't want to have to go in and add a layer of clear on top, so I'm just gonna leave it and hopefully it'll be fine. I am going to be putting like probably some base coat and of course top coat and maybe rhinestone glue gel on top, so hopefully that will add even more strength to them. But I'm gonna get this acrylic and monomer stuff cleaned up so I don't have to smell monomer anymore, and we're gonna do some filing. While I was cleaning up everything, the tip of this nail actually came off. It broke off, as you can see, which is what I was afraid of. So I feel like probably the safest thing to do is to chop off the ends and either leave them as coffin or make them into a more of an almond shape, which actually I think I would prefer a little bit more. So I really don't want to clip off too much, so I'm just going to use this nail clipper. Perfect. Some of them don't want to fit through. Yeah, and I think I'm just going to file them into a really tapered, like almond look. So basically just more of a rounded stiletto. That's what I'll do. Also, I took a little break and I ate some rice pudding with cinnamon. And it was so good. It gave me life. I feel replenished. I feel like I'm ready to do an epic set of nails. Time to do some filing. So I'm going to start off just with my wooden file and clean up the edges and round out the shape better. And then after I do that, I'm going to go in with my mini mandrel bit and clean up around the cuticles and sidewalls and make sure everything looks nice and flesh and natural in quotation marks looking, because obviously, I mean, like super long green and pink nails aren't very like natural looking, but I don't want them to be super bulbous near the cuticle area. Also, I'm noticing that the acrylic on the nails that I cut down shorter looks a little bit more even than on my left hand where my natural nails were really long, because you can definitely tell where, like, especially on the green nails, where it transitions from like my natural nail to acrylic. It's like a bit darker near the tip, which is a little annoying. It doesn't bother me too much, but it's kind of making me think that I should probably just file my natural nails down, because most of the time I do just use extensions. You guys let me know what you think I should do. If you think I should try to keep growing out my natural nails like super duper long, or if I should just file them down for now and just, I'll still do my cozy cocoon method, of course, and the peel off method, but I just will keep up with filing them down to just like a regular length, or not like regular, but like a little stubby length, if you know what I mean, like little baby hands. Alright, so here's how they're looking after they've all been filed. They're kind of just like a dull stiletto shape, or maybe like a super slender almond shape. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. All I know is that they look cute. I like them. Although I was hoping that this green was going to be a little bit more of a neon green, but it definitely just looks kind of like a deeper moss green. It's fine. It's still cute. I didn't realize this, but last time that I did acrylic, I also did a green and pink color combo. I just like unintentionally did it again. So I guess I've just been like really attracted to pink and green recently. But anyway, so I'm actually going to put a base coat on all of them really quick. Not only because I am probably going to put a base coat on them before I do all the nail art, because I just want a smooth, even surface to do all of it. It just makes it look nicer and apply even. But also because I'm actually going to take a quick break from doing my nails, and I'm going to go to the gym before it gets too busy, because it's like 3 o'clock and usually the gym is like super duper busy by 4:30. So I like to try to either go to the gym before rush hour or after rush hour, which on Mondays it's busy until like 8:30, honestly. So I definitely prefer to get that out of the way earlier. So I'm going to put a base coat on all of these just to add like extra strength and protect the acrylic from any like dings or scratches or whatever. I don't know. Who knows what could happen. So I'm just going to quickly put on my base coat. I really like this one from Melody Susie. It's plant-based and it is TPO and chemo free. So okay, I'm back and ready to do the nail art. And while I was out, I actually realized that this acrylic is glow in the dark. So I guess that's kind of a cool extra added bonus, but It's not something that I really care too much about, to be honest. So I think I'm actually gonna go ahead and add a layer of this really bright green gel polish over all of the green nails because I do want them to look just like a little bit more neon and fluorescent. So this is going to cover up the acrylic and make it so that you can't really tell that it's glowing anymore, but that's okay with me. Yeah, I think I do definitely prefer that green better. So I'm just gonna do the same over here. I am really, really excited about this black cushion ombre art gel for doing like the airbrush stenciling type look. So it's definitely the first thing that I wanna do. I'm gonna use just these little star stencils, but I think you could also just use like regular star stickers. Probably not nail stickers, but just like regular star stickers because they're basically like the same thing. They'll come off pretty easily because they're not meant to like stay on the nail. So yeah, next time I'm at the store or whatever, maybe even like the dollar store, I'm going to look in like just like the teacher supplies section because I bet they have a bunch of just like regular star stickers for homework assignments and stuff like that there. But I think I'm gonna use these on all of the pink nails. Actually, no. Okay, I think I'm gonna do the star airbrushing on the middle finger and the thumb. So I'm just gonna wipe those ones off with isopropyl alcohol just to make sure they're really super clean. Why aren't these coming off properly? Okay, I don't know why that happened. Let's try again. It's not working. It's like taking the paper with it. I'm so confused. Okay, one moment. I have to go find something else to use.
A few moments later.
Courtesy of my mom, I found 2 sticker books that could potentially have stuff that will work. They're just full of like different stickers. See, like these little star stickers I could probably definitely use for sure. These ones also. So actually I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use these ones and these ones that are a little bit smaller. There were a couple in here that I also saw that I could probably use, like these ones. So yeah, I've got some options. I'm so thankful that my mom had these sticker books because she's really into journaling. But also don't worry, I'm not like just using up all of her cutest star stickers. She actually has a couple of these books because I think they were like on super discount at some point. So she has some backup ones. And I think it'll definitely look best if I use the black because I'm going for that like black and neon colorway. And I'm going to use the same little sponge that I used to swatch the black. And I'm going to dip it in there a couple times. And then I'm just going to like pat it around the star sticker. Just basically like on top of the star sticker until there's like a nice aura around the sticker. I'm trying to make it look somewhat like circular, but it's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, hopefully this looks a lot better when I actually remove the stencils. But I'm actually going to cure it before I do that so that the gel doesn't get messed up when I go to remove the stencil. Or is it supposed to be the other way around? Are you supposed to remove the stencil before you cure it? I don't know. I guess we'll have to test it out to find out. And since these are just regular stickers, they should remove fairly easily. Yep. Oh, cute. Okay, fairly easily is not super easy. Oh, so cute. Nice. I think that the airbrushing definitely could have been a little bit better on this one. Sorry, my neighbor's car just started and it's pretty loud. But maybe I'll just try to add my own little like fade out over here because it's just looking like too, I don't know, like a straight line. Now it just looks like a black nail. Whatever. It's fine. I'm just gonna go with that. I try to never be too hard on myself whenever it's like the first time I'm trying something. And since this is the first time that I'm using stencils with this cushion gel stuff to create an airbrush effect, I'm gonna give myself a break. I'm not gonna be too hard on myself or too upset if it doesn't come out exactly how I was hoping it would, like in my head. This time I'm going to try to use like the clean edge of the sponge to kind of like ombre out the edges. And I like how it worked out when I cured it before I removed the stencils last time, so I'm going to do that again. There we go. Beautiful. I think that's just some sticky stuff. Is that sticky stuff? Well, this is fully cured, so I should be able to just spray it with a little bit of isopropyl alcohol and just like wipe off any extra little sticky that may be left behind. Okay, I think that worked out well. I think that looks pretty cute. So I'm not going to do it on the last pinky nail, but on the pinky nail, I think I'm going to do some black stripes. And to do that, I'm also using the black gel polish from Vetsy, which is Night Dream. It's one of my favorite black gel polishes. But what I'm gonna... The crows are interrupting me. Anyway, but what I'm gonna do first is just do like the base design of all the nails because I want these to be super extra, you guys. I am gonna go back in with like bling or charms or whatever and glitter gel and 3D gel and stuff like that after I get the base art on. So I think I'll do airbrush stars on a green nail as well. So I'll do the airbrush stars on the ring fingernail, and then on the pointer finger I'm going to do a zebra print because I really want to do a zebra print nail. I don't think I've ever done a zebra print nail before. Yeah, I think it'll definitely fit into like the kind of, I don't know, Y2K scene queen vibes that I'm kind of going for with this set. Also, these cushion gels that I'm using for the airbrush effect are HEMA free, so I'm not too worried about them getting on my skin. But if you do have very sensitive skin, you might still want to like consider putting latex, like kind of like a peel off. Basically, it's like thin liquid latex in a bottle, and people use it to protect the cuticle area when they're doing airbrushing sometimes. You can use that, or you can just put like masking tape or something around your cuticle area so you don't risk getting any gel on it. That zebra print actually turned out really good. Does it look like an actual zebra? I don't know, but from afar I would definitely recognize that it's supposed to be zebra print, and all of these colors and designs together are so cute. So yeah, that is just the base though. Like I said, I'm gonna do the exact same thing over here, but we're just going to zoom through it really quick because you've already seen me do it on my other hand, although I'm probably going to struggle a lot harder this time because I'm using my non-dominant hand, and it's probably also going to look a little more jank. I actually ended up doing most of this hand just off camera because one, my camera kept overheating because it is literally so hot in my room as usual. Like, when will the cool weather come? When will I get my peace? it's okay because I just did the exact same thing as the other hand, and it was kind of really hard to get all of it on camera and use my non-dominant hand. But yeah, I feel like I'm getting so much better at doing designs with my non-dominant hand, because honestly, if I showed you these two hands, I bet like from afar you couldn't even guess which one was done with my non-dominant hand, because they look pretty close. So yeah, I'm really happy about that. The sponge ombre, I don't know how happy I am with it. Definitely it would work to make a really epic gradient or like ombre sort of situation, but I think in order to do the airbrush design, I would need like a spherical sponge, because the way that the sponge is a cube, obviously like it kept making like straight lines and like square edges, which is not what airbrushing creates, so it just doesn't really look the same. But it's fine because we're gonna do a bunch more stuff on top and you're not even gonna be able to probably see the airbrushing very well. So next I'm gonna use one of these new glitter gel polishes from Sweetie Nail Supply, and I'm actually going to use just the silver one, which typically I feel like I use the glitter gel polish with the most different kinds of reflections in them, but this one's just silver, but I think it's gonna match better with the scene emo type vibe. And I'm actually gonna use a teeny tiny brush like this, and I'm gonna put glitter around the stars on the black airbrush part, but it doesn't have to be like perfectly on all of the black. I just want there to be some like silver glitters on the black. I think it'll make these nails look a little prettier because I don't really like how the black ended up looking. It just looks like there's too much of it, I feel like. So I'm basically just gonna do the only thing I know to do when something goes kind of wrong, and that's just to add glitter. Just add glitter and pray. Because that looks really good, I think. Or at least it looks a lot better than it did before. So I'm just gonna continue doing that to all of the star nails. I am obsessed with this style right now, and I know it's because I've been so inspired by One Sick Kitten on YouTube recently. She's a reseller and she makes like thrifting videos and vlogs, and recently, since I've been into thrifting and stuff, her videos popped up on my feed, and I am so obsessed with her style, and she is like such a cool person. So she's always wearing these like extra long stiletto like neon pink nails with zebra print and like rhinestones and charms on them, and she does them herself. I aspire to get to a place with my own style where I feel as like confident and awesome as she does. She's amazing. I honestly was not expecting to like this glitter on the airbrush nails as much as I do. Like I thought, oh, I'll just try to add it in because I want to find some way to incorporate these glitter gel polishes into the set. So my hopes weren't very high, but now that it's on, I feel like it just took this set to like the next level. Like it went from looking super sketchy to looking like I could put a top coat on these right now and they would look bomb AF. So yeah, that just goes to show you, like, sometimes even if it feels like it's not a good idea, maybe you should just try it, because you never know. It might end up be the thing that you love the most. And that's what I'm always saying. You can't be afraid to experiment, or else you're gonna miss out on things you might have really loved because you felt like it wasn't gonna work out well. And I actually noticed, I don't know if you can tell on camera, but I thought that this gel polish was just silver glitter, but there's actually little tiny like little diamond dust kind of reflective glitters in there too. So kind of like really small hollow glitter as well, and it makes it look so unique and so absolutely beautiful. Like I was wondering why it kind of looked like more than just a regular silver glitter. It just looks a little prettier. and that's definitely why. I kind of forgot about these stamps, and now I feel like if I put them on, there's like nowhere really good to put them on unless I like completely cover up the stars and stuff. So yeah, I'm not gonna use this today, which is unfortunate. I guess could be part of the little unboxing haul. So now you guys know I have it, so you won't be surprised when I pull it out in the future. Okay, and we also didn't end up using these either. These ones were the like really thick kind of art gels in a pot. I just really can't think of a way to incorporate them right now. I'm kind of stumped. I feel like I did use like kind of quite a lot of patterns, so it's hard to incorporate other like gels into it. So we will have to try these another day. So I think that's going to be it for like the hand-drawn nail art. Now I'm going to put on some charms and rhinestones. So I've gathered up a selection of charms and like gem charms and some little star rhinestones that I think are absolutely adorable and perfect together for the vibes of the set. And I'm going to be using my Ivy Fix Gel, which is my rhinestone glue gel that I used to put on all my charms and rhinestones. It is also from Sweet Nail Supply, so essential nail products like my base coat and top coat and rhinestone glue gel, which are products that I know will like make or break how long your set lasts, are products that I tend to be more like willing to spend more money on. Like I bought all of the basics that I use on my nails all the time from Sweet Nail Supply myself. Like I spent my own money on them because I know I do get a lot of PR from them now. And even though I don't have a lot of money to spend on extra nail supplies, I will buy like the rhinestone glue gel again or the base coat or top coat that I love to use, because I feel like their quality definitely is something that makes my sets and charms last way longer than they ever did before I started using these products. So I feel like it's worth it for me at least to spend a little extra money on the products that I know are going to work really well, because in the long run it's worth it. And finally, we're gonna finish these off with a top coat. I'm gonna use this Builder Gel top coat from Zombie King, which is the same brand as the base coat that I always use. I like using a thicker like Builder Gel top coat whenever I use a lot of charms and stuff like that, because there's more like nooks and crannies and like pieces of charm hanging off the edge of the nail where things can get caught, like my hair. Putting the charms on the nails made these nails actually one of my favorite sets that I've ever done. I love this set so much. The colors, the aesthetic, the charms, it's just so good. It's so good. It makes me so insanely happy. Also, I never got to experience this style growing up because I think when this style was around, I was like in early elementary school, or like not even in elementary school yet, since I graduated high school in 2021. So yeah, it's really fun to kind of like learn more about this kind of style and experiment more with it, because this is so beautiful and it's making me so happy. Yeah, don't be surprised if my style tends to towards that way a little bit. I feel like my style tends to change a lot. Like I don't have one particular style that you could like name that I like. I just take a bunch of different things from styles that I do like and things that I am attracted to in those styles, and I mash them together and I just do whatever I like, and then that just becomes my style. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if I didn't do this exactly how it should be done for like the scene Y2K style, that's okay because I like it anyway. Alrighty, cuties, here's the finished set, and OMG! I love these so much. Like, I showed them to my sister and she was like, dude, those look like you should like maybe not take them off. And I'm like, I know. I should keep these on. So honestly, these are probably going to be staying on for like at least a couple weeks because I don't know if I could part with them, at least not this hand. I definitely like how this hand came out a little bit more than this hand, except I wish that I did the thumbnail of this hand like this. I love these nails so much. And I also love how it's like a green and pink color way, like I did my like last acrylic set, but it's like a totally different vibe. But yeah, I love it so much. I love it so much. They look so good with this dark background too. Oh my goodness. But yeah, anyway guys, that is it for today's video. I am so glad that I finally got to like open up all of these new nail supplies and just like get them out so I can start using them. I am so excited about the swatch book and the glitter gels and the cushion ombre gels. But thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did and you want to give it a thumbs up before you go, it would help me out so much and I would really appreciate it. I hope that you are having the most amazing day, night, week, life. Sleep well if you're going to sleep, cutie. I will hopefully see you in my next one. Bye! Mwah.